How's everybody doing? I think y'all know me. My name is Charles Barkley. I play for the Houston Rockets, and I am very honored and excited to come and talk to you little ladies and gentlemen today. We're going to try to have some fun, hopefully give you some good stuff to think about. So if you have any questions, let's get started.
Have you ever heard any racist remarks that have affected your performance?
I don't think it's ever affected I've heard them, yes, but I don't think it's ever did anything to my performance. I think it just kind of upset me for a little bit. Not for a long period of time, because I think anytime you hear a racial slur, it kind of shocks you a little bit. But I think the thing is, maybe when I was younger, I would have snapped. Now I just kind of gloss over and that's their ignorance. One thing about sports, it forces you to play with different ethnic groups, and I enjoy that. I really enjoy playing with white guys. I play with Jewish guys. I really enjoy playing with different ethnic groups. I play with Mormon guys who I really enjoyed. I learned a lot from them. But also, when you look in the stands, it's a diverse group of people in the stands. And I just wish that the way people come to sporting events and they cheer for black guys, or black people when they come to sporting events and cheer for white guys, that could be more exhibited in America. I wish that.
If you had a chance to change your race, would you ever change it?
I would never change my race. Number one, because you can't. Number two, I'm very happy to be part of whatever race I am. As a black man, I have never been through racism. To me today, when they call you names or things like that, that's subtle racism. But for people like, my mother them and my grandmother who couldn't go to school with white people, who had separate bathrooms, who had separate water fountains, that's racism. That's racism. 30 or 40 years ago, y'all couldn't even been in the same class together. I mean, you think about that. That's racism.
Do you think that you've been hated by black people because you said that you weren't racist and that you have a white wife and white?
Well, I don't care what people think about who I'm married to, because I get just, see, one thing about being married interracial, you get just as much crap from white people as you do black people. I get more offended by black people being racist than I do white people. So if a black person give me any grief about my marriage, it pisses me off more than it would if a white person did it. Because a white person do it, they're just stupid. They don't know any better. But a black person, after all black people have been through, after all the sacrifices, for us to be racist against white people or any ethnic group is just stupid. Beyond, I can't even comprehend it. That pissed me off so bad.
Do you think the movie White Man Can't Jump is very racist?
No, I don't. And I answered that question when that movie came out. Every time somebody speaks, they're not trying to be racist. If you want to say the movie White Man Can't Jump is racist, yeah, you can say that, but it's not true. But if you want to be a real jerk, or you want to start some racial BS, as I call it, you can say, well, that movie is racist. But that's not true. It was just a movie. They came up with a name. Like when I said, like I'll give you an example. Black guys can jump higher than white guys. Most of them. Do you think that's racist?
Yes.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Why do you think that's racist?
Well, actually, I do too.
I'm just asking why.
Well, first of all, you didn't go out, for a survey to see which, you didn't have, 10 people, 5 white guys and 5 black guys, and see who could jump higher. So if you didn't do that, then you are racist.
Well, I feel like, considering what I've done for the last 20 years, 25 years, I've had plenty of surveys, and my recommendation, if I was asked a question, I said, can black guys jump higher than white guys? I would say, yeah, I think they can. And I don't consider that statement racist. at all. I mean, if you want to make it racist, you could, but I don't see it as racist because I guess my proper definition of racism would be with intent. If you want to debate whether what somebody say is racist or what they say is not racist, is the intent to harm or belittle another group. I don't belittle white guys if I say I think black guys can jump higher. Like if I want to say I think basketball players, black basketball players are better than white basketball players, would you consider that racist? Or, see, that's my point. You know, go ahead.
I have like a little problem with that because, like, there are like most white kids at this school could beat me at basketball and they could jump higher than I can, and they're in the same grade. And like most of them are about like at my old school, most of them were like the same height as me, and they could still jump higher than me and play basketball better than I could.
Well, I guess I can't speak for you. I can only speak for my perception of the last 25 years. My opinion for the last 25 years, most of the black guys who I've been around cannot jump white guys. And they're better players at basketball.
Later, more from Charles Barkley on the topic of racism. And when Outside the Lines